we are refugees. We have to define our objective. What we want is that injustice of discrimination, that injustice of using law to destroy our lives, that injustice of denying us our right. Then that is one thing that we are trying to make known to the competent authority, that we want our right. Stop destroying our right. Now, then to achieve this, as I have said before, follow the structure of the state and its institutions, in which that institution they use is based on the centralization of foreign office in each local government. Based on that local government creating times in each local government. Therefore, to counterattack the state racism on the highly manipulated institutional racism or discrimination is for every time in which you people are trying to create a movement there, in which you can call this movement a committee or a refugee initiative movement of that particular land crisis coming together. Then when different refugees in these different local governments come together to denounce that particular thing that's happening in their local government, because the structure is based in local government, and each local government has its own power to interpret their law discriminatively or positively.
What is important here is how effective the local community can be strong and how effective we are able to have a central coordination. So they are all both, and we have all together already.
Now, if at all, in your Azoline, you are having a committee there, believe that Azoline is strong, and they can able to come out to demonstrate for whatever they want to demonstrate in peaceful manner. But for me today, when I want to organize that there is no committee in a Azoline, I'll become alone. Who will listen to me? No one. So this is the main point we are talking of the committee. Each Hazul, please, let's try to really arrange a committee in any Azuline.
In my place, there is not any type of activities concerning refugees there. There is not any type. We start our day by go to the kitchen, bring our breakfast, then go to see what they are declared in the port, and then go back about 11 o'clock to have our lunch. Now go to sleep or do anything, watch TV, go back to our room and sleep. We'll start the same day, the same activity in the new day. So there is not any type of activation. So he's right. We have to make our first line of our agenda is to activate people.
When we talk about community network, the people in the high, they all have the same problem like we have. The only problem is fear. When we go to the lager, some people try to hide behind the doors, but when the time was going, they were seeing more light, more attention from the people from outside. That is where we are looking out to the anti-racist network now, to really support us, not support with selfish interest, real support. That yes, when we know that there are people still out there to still support our struggle when we are within the line, this is important. So if we continue to think of how many of us should make it, one person should start it. When you start it, people follow you. So this is the idea we are trying to see. It's working, it's existing. And so this is the only way forward, because the whole line will never be part of the struggle, even though they know that yes, this is all for our own struggle, for our own interest.
For example, with my hand, how my committee came about was just a question. Self-determination, self-motivated. First, I went to the chef in behind. I asked him, I said, Chef, why is it that we are using good shine to shop in the shop? And the next question she asked me was, why did I ask? Why did I think so? Why did I think and why did I come to ask her? I said why I think so is because you people want other people who come to shop in the same shop to know that we are refugees. And that is not good. With that, she was touched. The next day she called me, she said, okay, that question, she would like to talk much about it. She told me to bring 4 people from behind, and we have a date and we talk about it. And when she was explaining everything, I was keeping record, to a point, she told us that this was a law, and it has to be enforced by them in Barrow.
The most important in all this action is the information. It's getting the information. This is the most important. Countries are getting destroyed, or countries they are getting built just by having an info. And some newspapers they get very famous just because they had one info before the others. So. And the info, it doesn't need 10 people to sit on one computer and to write it and to send it somewhere. If you know something about your Heim, or about your region, or about your friend's Heim even, you just came to write it somewhere and then you go to a computer, so you write it and you send it by email somewhere other, so you can gather support from out.
And at this moment, we all know that we are going to Zella-Mehlis. Zella-Mehlis is about 3,000 population. The Heim is at the outskirts of the city. It's about 50 meters to the sign between Zella-Mehlis and Sul. Sul is the biggest city, about 100 meters. But they cannot go there because of residence rates. We started to see the need to document the situation in Zella-Mehlis in the last 6 months. Zella-Mehlis is a place we think is not worth to live by a standard, not just because they are refugee, by any standard, it doesn't want to live. People are coming together from different parts of Thuringen to support this campaign. We decided to continue with the campaign until it is closed. Hey, stop this nonsense here. What are you doing? Where do you think you are? They want to go to toilet, they cannot. What are you doing here? They want to go to toilet. For what?
Was soll das?
Come on, hold it! Mach das nicht! Mach das nicht!
Warum?
What is the problem? What's the problem, my brother?